Hello, this is Ralph back again with another video. This is part 2 of the pitfalls of being your own boss. Yesterday in the previous video, I discussed some of the pitfalls of being your own boss. A lot of people, they're attracted to the idea of being their own boss and setting their own hours, but if you don't keep regular hours in your business, whatever it is, especially your own home business, that business is going to fall apart. You really have to be organized and you have to be coordinated. You think about regular brick and mortar businesses like, say, Walmart. Walmart has a management team working to make sure that the business is successful. They have, upper management, the CEO, regional managers, store managers, middle managers, department supervisors, head clerks, just a whole list of bosses overseeing one another. And that in that kind of a management structure, they know what needs to be done. They know how to coordinate. They know who to put in a responsible position to make sure that the work gets done. Now, when you are your own boss, you are the CEO, your upper management, your middle management, you're the supervisor, your labor. If you run it the way I do and the way a lot of small business owners do, you are a one-man or one-woman band, and it's up to you to really prioritize what needs to be done from one day to the next and make sure that there's a follow through, that you do what needs to be done, and then go on to the next project. Now, in this video, I'm going to list ways in which you can keep your home business on track. And the first thing on my list is to develop a daily routine for your business that works for you and stick to it. You have to really know what needs to be done in your own home business and set up a regular routine. A lot of people, when they become their own boss, when they start doing their own thing at their own home business, they lack a regular structure. They're so used to, the regular 9 to 5 grind of working for somebody else. But then when they become their own boss and start working for themselves, they kind of treat it like they're on vacation, and they don't follow through with that regular 9 to 5 attitude. And it's really up to you, because you are your supervisor, you are your own boss. You have to develop a daily routine that is going to work for you to prioritize what needs to be done from 1 hour to the next, from one day to the next, from 1 week to the next, and then stick with it. Now, I'm going to share with you my routine. And I've got about 5 or 6 parts here of my daily routine. And this is what I do that gives me a sense of structure, gives me a sense of focus, and it helps me to prioritize what needs to be done from one day to the next. The first thing that I do in my daily routine is the first hour of every day. I wake up, I get out of bed, and before I even get my first cup of coffee, I turn on some sort of morning motivational programming. What I do, and I'm going to show it to you right here, is a 67 Steps program that is taught by Ty Lopez. And this is my morning motivation. I spend about 1 hour with Ty Lopez, and he's got a regular 67-step program that helps you to get motivated, helps you to make sure that you've got everything that you need for success. And Ty Lopez is kind of like my morning motivation. I'm doing the 67-step course. Let's take a look at that now. And I think I'm already up to step 18 in this program. And what it is just a video presentation. Sometimes a video is a little over an hour. Sometimes it's a little over a half hour. But yeah, I'm already on lesson 18. And he covers one aspect of what it takes to be successful, either in the areas of health or wealth or love or happiness, and it makes perfect business sense, a lot of his advice. So my morning motivation is to spend about 1 hour taking this 67-step course with Ty Lopez and work through it, and then write down my insights, and then after that, I'm pretty much motivated for the day. Now, if you don't want to take something like a regular mentoring course, like the 67-step program, or there's many other programs out there too you could take, what you could do is just look on YouTube. Find some YouTubers that talk about home business and YouTubers that are successful in their home business, and listen to them and get motivated that way. Focus on training, but you know, in my own life, the first hour of the day, you know, I turn on some sort of morning motivational type of programming that's going to help me get my business hat on for that day. And then after that 1 hour of motivation is done, you know, I'm ready to grab a cup of coffee and then move on with the rest of my day. Now, the other thing that I do, and this is kind of like something that will help you out if you are a part-time entrepreneur holding down a full-time day job. Carry around a notebook with you at all times. If you have in the electronic gadget that you can use to take notes on, use that as well. Whatever. I'm old school. I prefer a regular notebook with a pen. And as I go through my day, no matter what I'm doing, if I'm watching a motivational video and something catches my fancy, I take out that notebook, write that insight down, and save it. And if I'm outside, you know, doing something, I get motivated. I mean, I get a great video idea or a great idea for a blog post. I'll write that down. I find that if I don't write these insights down when they occur, as they occur, I tend to forget them. And if you are a part-time entrepreneur who is holding down a full-time day job, you can feel dry. It's hard to keep ideas flowing through your head. And when you're called upon to make a video presentation or write a blog post promoting your own home business, sometimes you can feel just out of juice, totally dry, not knowing what to say, what to write. If you carry a notebook around with you at all times and you get a bright idea, you can write that idea down and preserve it. And then that way, when you get home later on in the evening and you feel like doing something creative, like a YouTube video, blog post, whatever, you can open up that little notebook and see what bright ideas you had throughout the day. And usually I find something in that notebook that I want to develop into a video post or a regular blog post or something. So carry a notebook around with you, jot down your ideas as they occur, and that way you'll never be at a loss for good ideas. And when you're creating good content, you need good ideas. Actually, this is the third part of my daily routine, is I check emails and focus on email marketing. I'm finding I am getting a lot of leads and a lot of action through email marketing. It's taken me some time to build up my email list, but as I go through my email list, I'm finding that, yeah, I'm getting a lot of good response. So, yeah, I make sure I spend some time each day checking my emails and sending out my emails and doing my email marketing. It's definitely something I have on my to-do list every single day. The fourth thing that I do, focus on daily content creation. And here I try to focus on a YouTube video every day. I don't always do it, but I try to focus on that. A blog post on my primary blog every day, and then non-spammy, informational social media posts on Facebook and Twitter. And if I don't have time to do all of those things, all of that content creation in a single day, then I'll prioritize. What do I want to do today? Do I want to prioritize making a YouTube video, or do I want to make a blog post? What I find is if I focus on making a YouTube video, I can then take that video and use it to make a video blog post on my primary blog. So with one action, making a YouTube video, I can actually make two good social, or well, not really social media, but two good creative posts. A post on YouTube with the video, and a post on my blog using the YouTube video. And then what I'll do is I'll just write a summary. What is this video about? Summarize it, kind of like doing a book report, only this is a video report. And instead of doing like 1,000-word blog post, which is what I usually do when I don't use a video, I'll usually do like 250 to 500 words describing what the video is, and then posting that video on my blog and using that to make a blog post. So if I make a YouTube video, I can usually turn around and very easily turn that into a blog post as well. So kill two birds with one stone. And then, of course, you can share your blog post or your video post on Facebook or Twitter or any other social media platform that you like and are active on. So actually, you're killing four birds with one stone, all by just making a YouTube video. Now, a lot of people find they don't have the creativity to be able to do a YouTube video every single day, even using their notebook, writing their ideas down in a notebook. Some days you just feel drained and you have a lot going on. You don't feel like making a YouTube video. My personal advice, don't sweat it. As long as you're making a YouTube video every other day or 2 or 3 times a week, you should be good. And what I'm finding is that the more time that I spend creating YouTube videos, the easier it becomes, the more natural it feels. My first few YouTube videos, damn, they're like pulling teeth. But, as I get my mojo going, as I get active on YouTube and start doing this on a regular basis, it starts to become easier and easier and easier. And it's just, right now, it's easy for me to get my mojo going and to do a video every day. And that's what I'm focusing on keeping up with. So yeah, daily content creation. Focus on making your videos, your blog posts, and your social media posts. And then after that, I tend to focus on engaging with people on social media. And this is something that has traditionally been a weak point with me. I've been very good about spamming my link on social media, and I didn't really think of it as being spammy, but looking at it from the perspective of other people, I can see why, they would begin to think that, hey, Ralph, you're spamming us. But what I've learned is I need to get on social media and actually talk to people, not just promoting my link, not just talking about my product, not just talking about my own bright ideas, whatever they may be, but actually talking to other people, saying, hey, how are you doing? What's going on? Nice post. Saying something good about what they're doing on social media, and interacting with people, having conversations with people. When you're doing online marketing and you're not engaging with people online in a social, friendly way, you're kind of like a door-to-door salesman that doesn't go door-to-door. Imagine if you're selling vacuum cleaners door-to-door. That was a big business back in the 1950s. My dad got into that. And if you were selling vacuum cleaners door-to-door, but you didn't go door-to-door, you wouldn't sell many vacuum cleaners, would you? That was my dad's problem. He didn't want to go around knocking door-to-door. He sold a few to his family, sold a few to his friends, and then when family and friends were sold out, he didn't make any more sales. I think the first one that he sold was the one that he bought himself, and that was really about it. But, if you're a door-to-door salesman and you're not going door-to-door, you're not going to be making sales. Same thing with online marketing. If you are an online marketer and you're not engaging people on Facebook or on Twitter or on LinkedIn or whatever social media platform you use, if you're not engaging with people, then you're not doing online marketing. You need to get to know the people on social media. They need to get to know you. And then once they know you, once they trust you, once they like you, then they'll be interested in whatever products you may have to offer, if they feel that those products are right for them. But there's really no shortcut. I tried to take a shortcut by just, as I said earlier, spamming my link all over Facebook and all over Twitter and all over LinkedIn. But if people don't know you, if they don't trust you, they are not going to bite on those links. So you just have to take the time to be active on social media and actually be social. And then when people start to get to know you, start to like you, and you sincerely have a product that you think will work for your client, that will work for your friend on social media, then present it to them in a good, friendly, non-spammy way. And if they bite, you've made a sale. And if they don't bite, no problem. Just, go on to the next person. But don't be seeing people on social media as dollar signs or as potential customers. Get to know them first. See them as friends and engage with them as friends. And then the rest, allow that to take its course. But yeah, get social on social media. That's something I'm currently working on. It's been a weak point with me. I tend to be an introvert, and it's something that I am definitely working on each and every day right now. And my last point, in the evening, after everything else is said and done, or if you hit a dry point in your day when you've done pretty much everything you can think of and you don't know what to do with yourself, spend about an hour of your time studying some aspect of your business, or make a study about something that you need to work on. Like if your weak point is engaging with people and public speaking, find a course online or a video or an audiobook on public speaking and just take an hour teaching yourself something constructive, something that's going to help you in your online business. I'm big into the Power Lead system. I think it's great, and I'm wanting to learn more and more about it on a daily basis. With the Power Lead system, they have training after training after training that I can take advantage of. They got trainings on YouTube. They got trainings on the main site. So I can easily take an hour of every day and just focus on improving myself as a Power Lead system associate and affiliate by spending some time learning more about the system. And so usually I do this at the end of the day, but I can also do it any time of the day that I feel it's necessary. Just sit down and learn some aspect of my business. So there's a daily routine that I follow. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not saying it is right for you, but that just gives you a template, something that you can use to create your own daily routine. And as things come up in your daily life, your family life, there will be emergencies, family illnesses, God forbid, a death in the family. These things can throw your daily routine off track. But once you have a daily routine and you have a focus, you can adjust your daily routine as needed. You may have to get out of your daily routine for a few days because of some kind of business or family emergency, but then after that, get settled back into your daily routine and play catch up. I find that with a daily routine, I have a structure that I can use to keep myself active and productive in a positive way. Without a daily routine, sometimes I'm just drifting. I don't know, what to do. I know I need to be doing something, but, you can be like a race car driver that's stuck in the mud. Those wheels are going at 120 miles an hour, but you're going nowhere because you're stuck in the mud. With a plan, with some focus, with a regular daily routine, if you become stuck, you can get yourself unstuck. And then you can be back on that racetrack doing what needs to be done. So that's all for this video. I've gone on kind of long. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Give me a subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care and focus on being excellent. This is Ralph, signing out.